Hey, mi casa, su casa. Muchas gracias.
We listen to the radio. Anything the radio play, spiritual music.
It's about truth, it's about information, it's about awesomeness.
Man, mi casa es a su casa, dog.
All right!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Mi casa es su casa, and we have special guest Going Postal. Going Postal, go ahead and introduce yourselves to the people.
My name is Pete Spade, and I play guitar.
I'm Max, and I play drums.
I'm Sienna, I am vocals.
Alright, and our Going Postal combined. So tell us, how did Going Postal begin? What got you guys into music? What turned you into the artist that you are today?
Well, first I want to say we're missing our bass player, Andrew Freeman. He's taking like some physics quiz or something. I don't know. No one really knows what's going on through his head. But how early do you want to go? Do you want to go like childhood, or are you talking about like when we met?
Yeah, go ahead and start with childhood. What was the first musical artist that got you inspired into music, that really had your foot tapping and your head bouncing, you know what I mean?
I mean, in terms of like famous artists, I really liked the Doors when I was younger. I don't know why, it's just a band that seemed to click with me. What made me want to play guitar was I was probably like 6th grade or something, and my cousin was also a musician at the time, and I went to go see him at a show in Asbury Park, New Jersey, which you know, your roommate from. You've heard all that. And I saw my cousin playing guitar, and like, you know, this is like someone I grew up with, you know, like, no, it's literally boring. And I kind of felt like, you know, if he could do it, then I could do it, and here I am today.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, my mom was a musician, so I was going to my mom's shows before I could walk, and so she really got me into music. She plays accordion actually, but her band was really cool. They do like classic rock covers. My mom can play Stairway to Heaven like note for note all the way through on the accordion, like Paint It Black, a couple other cool songs. So I would go see their shows, and like they were really cool. So that really got me into music.
Sounds so sick.
For me, I have an uncle who, like, ever since I was little, he has like an entire room just full of instruments, and he used to be in like bands, and like a bunch of my uncles used to be in like jazz bands and just stuff like that. And so it was really cool just hearing them play like guitar, hearing them play saxophone, just a bunch of random instruments, and like sometimes I would hear like my dad play guitar like at night when it was like midnight and he's just like chilling from work or whatever, and it was just really soothing. And I was like, well, I want to play guitar. Like, that sounds really cool. And so, like, my dad tried to teach me, and I was, like, 10, so I was like, this is boring, and I'm done, and whatever. But,
Yeah, when I was 7, I took guitar lessons and failed miserably.
Yeah.
And then I picked it up a few years later.
Yeah, I did the same thing with piano. It was just really bad. I regret it now. But, I've been singing ever since I was little and just stuff like that. But my dad actually, he was really into like the British invasion, so like the Monkees, the Beatles, Moody Blues, just stuff like that. And so I got really into music like that. And so that's what kind of got me into music in general, I guess. And like my mom was the whole Motown side, and so I grew up with a bunch of different genres, and it was just really exciting. And I joined like theater and stuff, and so I was singing all the time, and it's really cool to like actually be in a band now.
Definitely. That's dope. And so I feel like everyone as a child has like these connections with certain songs, certain genres, certain artists. But what would you say to aspiring artists is something that motivates you to keep pursuing your own musical talent, like to be these people? What are some practice techniques that you use? How'd you get started? For people who are trying to get into guitar and maybe can't get it down the first time, what's your advice to them?
Honestly, like the first like couple months you play, it's not really gonna be any fun. That's just like you're just gonna be practicing and practicing. So like either way, whoever starts guitar, like I'm just using guitar for example, so that's what I know best. Like you're gonna suck basically. Like you gotta know and embrace that you're gonna suck. And also like when I have guitar students, when I teach guitar, I always try and explain to them like this is the worst you're ever gonna be. And like the better you get, the more fun it is to play. And the more fun it is to play, the more you play. The better you get, and then so on and so on. So like just get past the few, you know, like first year or so, let's say. And then, you know, you're chilling. It's usually fun after that.
That's the first year or so if you're practicing. Like, yeah.
You're practicing, yeah.
Yeah. Like I mean I started playing drums in 3rd grade, and I was getting like, my parents were like kind of like forced me to keep doing lessons basically, you know, and I really like thank them for it now, you know, because at the time, you know, there's a couple times when I was like, oh, like, I kind of want to quit, you know. They were like, no, you should keep doing it, and like just like kept with it, and you know, a lot of practice, and eventually you get it. And I picked up guitar in like, probably 2 or 3 years, just playing every single day. That's definitely the way to do it.
I mean,
an hour a day.
It's a cliche, but it really is a lot of work.
Yeah, I feel like at the beginning, like with like the whole, like I even played saxophone. Like there were just a few instruments that my parents wanted me to try because they're like, you have like music in your blood. Like your whole family plays music. Learn something. And so I tried, and I was just so bored. Like at the beginning because I couldn't get it, and I was just frustrated mostly. And then, like I think my junior year of high school, I was like bored one day, and I was like, I'm gonna learn how to play guitar on YouTube. And so like I kind of learned how to play, not like Pete at all, but like, basic enough that I started to write my own music, and it felt really good knowing that like I kind of did it. And I regret not doing lessons and like just going through the frustration and everything.
Starting earlier.
Yeah, exactly. I could have been where Pete is.
It seems like you guys all have your own uniques in music. So how did these unique roots, I guess, culminate into what is Going Postal today? How did you guys meet? How did the band actually form together? Why do you guys click so well?
I don't know. Well, we all hate each other. We're like the Beagles. Smash Max's guitars all the time. No, but we all started out as freshmen. I believe Max and Freeman, who's not here. You guys met at orientation, right?
Yeah, at orientation.
Yeah.
Sat next to him.
Yeah, so I'm sure like Andrew was probably wearing like a Metallica shirt or something. You could just see this go down. And then Max was probably like, yo, do you like Metallica?
I don't even like Metallica, but I probably saw his Metallica shirt and was like, oh, you listen to music. Like, it's like has bands play.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. And it doesn't necessarily just have to be Metallica. It could be like Slayer or something,
Yeah.
Is that about right?
Yeah, definitely.
So it was freshman year. We had a different singer at the time, and to be honest, it's kind of embarrassing story, but like you come in freshman and coming as a freshman, like you haven't drank very much, and I came home and I was living in Zapotec with apartments, and I had to be honest, I had a little bit to drink. I came at like 2 a.m, and my roommate had this dude over. His name was Max Renner at the time. And I saw my guitar out or something, and I had a few drinks, and he goes, he's like, yo, like we should play some music, and like I was really stupid. I was like, we shouldn't play this in an apartment. I don't want to wake everyone up. Let's go outside. And like instead we just woke up way more people there. like literally we looked at, there's like 10 people on the window, but also then we realized there's like people watching as we were playing, and they're like requesting songs, and like there's a lot of girls, they're like requesting like John Mayer, and like. So, like, after that, like, as we go on, we're like, yo, like, we should make a band. And, or actually, no, not even that. We saw after that, there was, like, a Greenfest flyer. So he hit me up, and...
Is that for Battle of the Bands?
So that's for the Greenfest Battle of the Bands, yeah.
Great.
And, so Max goes, I know a bassist. And actually, I met Andrew through something else at the time, too. So we asked Andrew, and then Andrew knew Max. And, like, literally, it took me, like, a year in high school to make a band. It took, like... I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes to make one in college, which was pretty crazy. And we've been band for like 3 years. So we all met, recorded a demo for Greenfest like the day we met, never really played with each other. Somehow got in, and still playing.
So going. And so Sienna, you got to join in the band a little later.
Yeah, I actually did. It's funny because I know Max. I met him freshman year orientation too.
Original singer.
Yeah, the original singer.
Not me.
Yeah. And I met him freshman year orientation because we were both theater majors, and we kept like hanging out and everything, and he's like, oh hey, like come see, like I'm singing for a band or whatever for Greenfest. I was like, sure, why not? And so I go, and they were like awesome. It was amazing, and like I mean I didn't really know like what to expect, and they like blew me away. It was amazing. And then when Max stopped doing it, I happened to meet Freeman, the bassist, because he knows one of my other friends, and
It's never Andrew Freeman, it's always Freeman.
yeah,
Just want to point that out.
Saying Andrew is like weird at this point. I have to say Freeman. But I met him, and he was like, oh yeah, we actually like need a singer or whatever, like hit me up. And I was pretty drunk, and so I was kind of like, oh yeah, whatever, forgot about it. And then he ended up they got Chase, their second singer. And then since I knew Freeman at that point, I went to see most of their shows, and they were amazing. And then when Chase stopped doing it, Freeman was like, oh, like, do you want to do this now? And I was like, heck yeah, I want to do it. And so now I'm here.
There it is. All right, well, that's a cool story of how the band got together to get to where you guys are today. And where you guys are today, you guys are performing all over the place. I've seen you at open mic nights, at other SDSU events. You're here on the radio show, and you're performing at house shows all over the San Diego County. It seems like you're everywhere. So what we're going to do now is give the fans a little taste of where it is that you guys are now and just have a little jam session, give them some good vibes. Are you guys down for that?
Yeah,
All
sure.
right, so I'll give you guys a little time to
figure
set
it
up
out.
those instruments,
Yeah,
and
go.
we're going to get it going. All right, this is Mi Casa es Su Casa. I am 3D coming at you. We're going to come back. We're going to jam. Stay tuned.
I didn't know that we were playing something.
I didn't either. So now.